Hello, everyone. All right, hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Sorry, I wanted to make sure you could hear me. Awesome, great. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be fun, guys. You can be interactive, have a good time. I just don't want to spew information at you, but obviously it is an information meeting, so we're going to talk all about AMA today, what we have to offer, how you can get involved in the leadership team, and just kind of some testimonials from us on the leadership team about getting internships, everything like that. So it's going to be a really exciting night. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and ask. Don't be shy. Like I said, it's a really casual event, so you get to know us. All right, so AMA. So I'm just going to read off our mission real quick. Provide extracurricular development, relevant industry experience, networking, internship, and employment opportunities to help our members develop into their best professional and personal selves. Basically what that means, we're going to help you build your professionalism from freshman year all the way to senior year, even as a grad student. So we have many opportunities to do that. We do offer internship opportunities by bringing in speakers. So honestly, it's a really great organization to be involved with. So I'm glad you guys are here today. So there are 3 parts of AMA in this local area. Of course, AMA UT is going to be our collegiate chapter here at UT. It's about 300 collegiate chapters in the US. And then we also have AMA Tampa Bay, and that's going to be our regional professional chapter of the American Marketing Association. And AMA National oversees everything. So your membership here at AMA UT is like threefold. Basically, if you pay on Involve UT, you'll have access to AMA UT, Tampa Bay, and also AMA National. So just wanted to put that out there.
All right, and to tell you guys a little bit about us, we do have a leadership team that runs a bit like a normal company in business. As you can see, it's pretty organized here. We have a bunch of different teams that you get to experience different backgrounds. So if you aren't necessarily a marketing major, you might still have the opportunity to explore something such as finance or comms or programming. That's my team that I'm on. So we do have a whole bunch of different opportunities involved with our leadership team as well. And no pressure if you don't want to be involved with the leadership team, but just being part of our members and being able to come to the things that our leadership team builds together as we collaborate all of our events to creation to execution.
So I realized I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Callie Keselowski. I'm the Executive Vice President here at AMA UT. And so my job really is to manage our VPs right here. We have Trisha for VP of Comms, Megan right here for VP of Programming. Membership, we have Eliza, Sam for Finance, Tessa for Research, and then finally Lena for our Spartan agency. We'll get more into the different teams later on.
All right, so how can AMA UT help you? We did touch base on this a tiny bit, but just to elaborate a bit more, we do offer keynotes from guest speakers, workshops, networking events, and all of these can lead to opportunities such as internships or mentor programs or some shadowing, and just being able to connect with real-life professionals in the world right now, especially in Tampa Bay. Having those connections is really important to land those job opportunities. And you also get to build your skills while working directly on a team, for example, as the teams we just mentioned, and we will get into more detail with each one of those later on. But really being able to actually earn real-world experience and being able to send emails and create events and do all those things that you wouldn't normally get to do just in a classroom. You get to learn hard skills and soft skills, and you can also emphasize your leadership skills and really just gain that real-world experience. And to tell you about our past events, for those of you who joined last year and came even last semester, came to the Tampa Bay Lightning event with Jeff Vinnick. We had a Top Golf event, involved Raymond James and Next Level Brands. We really do get high-level brands, high-level executives, C-suite executives even, and just being able to make those connections with people. Again, it's something that you can't just experience inside class. And for this year, I'll explain further on about Marketing Week and Sales Week that we're collaborating with the Sales Institute on. That's something that we're opening up this semester for the first time, which is super exciting. And we will also be welcoming Publix back for a panel, as well as other companies such as Santoro's and TD SYNNEX. And we do have our Power of One again this semester as well. So some really exciting things for this upcoming year, and you can learn more about those events on our Linktree and if you sign up to receive our emails as well. So now our faculty advisor, Professor Beamer, if you could come up and share your insights.
said, Beamer, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? And I said, I know what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. And he said, what? And I said, I want to be a teacher and I want to be a writer. And he looked at me right in the face and he said, they are the two stupidest things in the world that you can become. And I said, he was a big ex-Marine, big guy. I was kind of afraid of him. So I said, well, why is that? And he goes, because teachers don't make any money. He goes, if you go around and ask for teachers here at the high school, they all have part-time jobs on the weekend. You won't make any money. You'll starve to death, kid. I said, okay. And then he said, writers, he goes, I don't really know what kind of writing ability, but there are very, very few people in the world that can actually make a living writing. So you'll starve to death, kid. So his message to me as my guidance counselor was, you're going to starve to death, kid. And I said, well, great, what should I do? And he said, well, I think you should go into business. And I said, no, 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 I don't want to go into business. Not for me. I don't want to be an accountant, finance person. I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. He goes, you should go into marketing. And I said, why is that? And he said, marketing is really cool. He goes, you get to persuade people, convince people, and you're really good at that. So, and communicate with people, so why don't you do that? So I didn't listen to him at all. And I went and actually got a degree in biology. I thought maybe I want to be in the healthcare profession, but I decided not to do that after I got a degree. I got an opportunity to work part-time with the company while I was going back and getting a business degree, and it was in financial planning, and I really liked it. It just like caught me on fire, so I said, this is really great. And at not much older than you, I started my own business. And I have to tell you, the very first year, I was like afraid every day of my life. I remember I had worked with a client for about a couple of weeks. I'd gone through all their finances, and I looked at everything, and I came back and I sat down with them. I had driven to Brooksville, Florida, and I sat down with them in their home, and I said, well, you need to do this to save for your kids' college education. Here's how you can pay your house off early. Here's how you can go out and retire, early. And here are all the things. And they said, this is great. This is wonderful. We're going to do this. And I was on commission, straight commission. So if they didn't buy a financial product from me, I didn't make a penny. So they said, this is great. We're going to do it. And I said, okay, good. I started to pull all my papers out of my portfolio. And they said, but not with you. And I said, what do you mean not with me? And they said, how old are you? And I said, I'm 23. And they said, you're not old enough to be managing our money. And I said, well, I'm not really managing money. They said, no, we're done. Thank you very much. Go home. So I got in my car, my Volkswagen Jetta, and I drove home. And I felt like the loser of the loser. I was the top loser of the world. And I'm driving home, and I'm saying to myself, this is unbelievable. I can't believe it. Why didn't you just take a regular job? Why did you have to start a business? This is absolutely crazy. And I'm driving home, and I actually drove by an orange grove. And I said, I better stop and pick some oranges just so we don't starve to death, kid. Because, maybe I won't make any money this week. So, but then the day afterwards, I said, you know what? I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to absolutely do this. So I got back up again, and then for that first year, clawed, scratched and clawed, barely made a living. My wife was very nervous because we had children, and she was not working at the time, so it was very scary. But after that first year, I started getting referrals, and it started to get better. As a business person, I learned that you have to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to believe in yourself, but you have to know a lot. You have to learn a lot. You have to do a lot. I ran the business for 10 years, then I sold it. I went to work for a company called Mars Incorporated. If you've eaten Snickers or Twix or M&Ms or any of those good products, or you have a pet, you buy pet food, probably you're buying a Mars product. I worked there for almost 25 years and worked with some of the most brilliant sales and marketing people in the world. And I got a Class A education there. It was wonderful. And Mars kept paying for my education. He said, you want to go to graduate school? Yes, I do. You want to go beyond graduate school? Yes, I do. So I did that. But in my heart, I never gave up the dream of being a teacher someday. So when I took retirement at Mars, I had the qualifications to teach, and I had a lot of business experience. And so I went to USF, and I went to UT, and I applied for a job, and they both gave me a job as an adjunct instructor, and I taught at both universities. I taught for about a year, and then a year later, both of them offered me a full-time job. I chose to come to the University of Tampa because classes at the University of South Florida, they're great, but a principles of marketing class has 420 students in it. I have 30 students, so it's really great. So I learned a great deal. But I had the opportunity to sit on the hiring side of the desk in my own business. I also do it at Mars, and I also do it here when we hire marketing faculty. I sit on that committee, and we look at people and see who we're going to hire. And there are 4 things that we really look at when we're trying to find the best candidate. One is, does your formal education actually support the job that you're going for? Does it or doesn't it? Number 2, do you have work experience that is going to allow you to come in and go to work right away. Companies used to spend a lot of time and money training people. We can't do it anymore. We don't have the money or the time. So you have to come in with some really good work skills. Third thing is, do you have any hard skills? Today, it's really important that you not only have 50% of your learning should come outside of the classroom. So if you are learning stuff in the classroom, you need to be able to apply that learning immediately out in the workforce, and you're going to have some technical skills and some really high-level skills that you can take to the workplace. The fourth thing are soft skills. Soft skills are very difficult to learn. They're your people skills. Can you manage somebody? Can you work with people? Can you motivate? Can you gel a team together? Can you do all those things? So when I was asked to be the advisor of AMAUT, we had about 8 years ago, we had 5 members and the organization was about to fail. And so I could literally have tears in my eyes looking at you and looking at the incredible people, the incredible leaders that are running this organization right now. But I sat down with those people and I said, so what exactly are we trying to do here? And they said, well, we have some meetings we meet. And I said, okay, but what's your mission? What are you trying to get done? And they said, we don't really have the mission. We don't really know what we want to get done. I said, well, we need to change that. So we sat down and we started to talk about what can we do to serve our members? What can we do? And I talked to them about these 4 buckets. And I said, can we help people develop their work experience? Can we have an organization where we offer things that allow people to learn things? Because you know what, when you go get a job, most jobs today, entry-level jobs, say 2 to 3 years of experience. Where are you going to get that? You can't do it in one summer internship. If you come into AMAUT, you can join a team, you can go from a contributor to a manager to a true leader, and you can get tremendous experience. So we wanted to provide a lot of work experience. So if you join a team, you're going to get a lot of experience. Hard skills, we have all resources that allow you to come in and to do industry training outside the university and for free, and to be able to become certified in really, really, really important things. And then soft skills, when you learn to deal with people, do you know that when we get done, I don't care whether I had my own business or whether I was with Mars or whether I was here, the very first question we ask one another when we're done interviewing people is, do you like that person? Are they going to add value? Are they going to raise the team? Are they going to be, lift the spirit of the team and lift the skill of the team? Are we going to do that? So your personal skills with other people trump everything else. They're very, very important, and you cannot learn in the classroom. So the mission of AMAUT is to give you the opportunity to have incredible work experience, to have incredible hard skill development, and incredible soft skill development. So that's why we're here. And I cannot tell you, this organization is not run by me. I advise. And I want to tell you, these people standing right here are amazing people. And you should count yourself lucky to be able to be with them, to learn from them, be mentored by them, to network with them, because they're incredible. So you're going to see folks come up now and talk to you about their experience at AMA and what it did for them. I'm just going to tell you this last thing. I had the former president of AMAUT. She was the president about 3 years ago. She went to work in New York City, and she was working there, and then her company started laying people off. And she called me about a month and a half ago. She said, Professor Beamer, I'm going to get laid off, what do you think I should do? And she was incredible, just like all of these people. And I said, let me help you. We had just had Raymond James come last semester. The chief marketing officer of Raymond James came here. He gave a nice talk. He had his recruiting manager. And so he said, hey, we've got some internships, we've got everything. So immediately there was a job open at Raymond James. And I said, apply for this job. You need to apply right away. She applied for it, and then they came back and said, this job is for people who just graduated college, you don't qualify. So I called the CMO of Raymond James, and I said, hey, I just want to talk to you about a really incredible candidate. She was the president of AMA, outstanding, did all these things. Really, could you just take a look at her? So he talked to her, he mentored her, he said, we don't have a job. Well, you know what they did? They created a job for her. They made a job for her. She's employed right now because of a referral and of a network, because they came here. So I am proud of all of you for coming here and investing time in yourself. You're in the top 10% because a lot of people are eating pizza right now or watching TV. Who knows what they're doing, but you came here to invest your time and energy in bettering yourself. So we're committed to you. If you commit to us, we're going to do everything we can to help you. All right. So you're going to hear from these wonderful people that are the heart and soul of this organization, not me, them. And you're lucky to be here with me. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Beamer, for giving that. So you guys all just have a more general idea about what sort of skills you really can learn. in the American Marketing Association. So what job prospect wants, which Professor Beamer did touch base on a little bit, is your formal education, your work experience, your hard skills, and your soft skills. And obviously we come to school for our education and we work for the work experience, but you can really earn those hard skills and soft skills from coming to AMA.
Right, so actually I started off in AMA my freshman year. I came on as a subject matter expert of social media, became director, and now I'm executive vice president. But last year we brought publics in as a panel, and they're coming back this semester. I'm really excited about. And just being in AMA, I got to network with these incredible people, incredible marketing team. And I landed a summer internship with them, long story short. So I was a customer care and social media intern this summer at their corporate office in Lakeland, Florida, which is about 40 minutes from here. And it was all thanks to AMA UT. I talked about it in my interview. The managers loved it. They asked me more about it. They said, wow, that is an amazing organization you get to be a part of. I said, yeah. I would not have had this internship without AMA UT, so I really wanted to highlight just what I learned at Publix. It really influenced my role and leadership style as executive vice president. We have a 40-person leadership team, so I really am thankful for this organization for pushing me outside of my comfort zone, helping me grow as a professional and person.
All right, we're welcoming Trisha up here for Spartan Agency.
Like Megan said, hi guys, my name is Trisha. I'm the VP of the communications team here at AMA. But the VP for Spartan Agency wasn't able to make it tonight, but who better to talk than me? I was literally at Spartan Agency for like a year and a half. So for those who don't know, Spartan Agency is AMA UT's student-led marketing agency. So each semester we get the pleasure of working with a live client, so it could be a local business, maybe a company somewhere else in the US, or even overseas. Last semester we had a tourism company based in Spain, and we got to help him create a completely new website. We gave advice on how to manage his emails, how to get started on his social media presence. The semester before that, we worked with Tampa Laundry Company, which actually partners up with UT, so they will wash, dry, and fold your clothes for you and deliver it physically here. And I was actually, I'll talk about this later, but I was able to score an internship with them since I designed their website completely from scratch. And this semester, we're currently working with the master's program, specifically master's in marketing, just helping them attract more people into the program, whether if it's students like you who are just about to graduate, or if you're a professional that's been in the field for years and now you want to go back into education to pursue your master's. So agency, I know for me, when I was first looking at jobs and all these jobs were telling me that you needed 2 to 3 years of experience, I was very annoyed because how am I supposed to get that experience if I'm literally a freshman or a sophomore? So agency helps you to gain that real world experience and those skills that are needed. So it's broken into 5 teams: research, website, email, social media, and creative assets. So creative assets is just videography, photography, graphic design. So I strongly encourage you guys to join Spartan Agency. It's a great way to network with these entrepreneurs and to gain that hard skill, and even soft skills like leadership as well. So like Professor Beamer was saying, AMA UT is a great way to take all that theory that you learn in classes and actually turn it into practice. There's only so much you can learn from sitting in the class and listening to a 1 hour or 2 hour lecture, but here at AMA UT, we really prioritize giving you that real world, hands-on experience. So when I started out in AMA, I was director of email. I hadn't even taken a marketing class yet, but all I knew was I wanted to develop my professional skills. And so I got certifications in HubSpot, email marketing, digital marketing, search engine optimization, and I was the director of email, and now I'm the VP of the communications team, which is actually the largest team in AMA. So while most people are managing 45 people, I'm managing above 20 people. So that's social media, website, email, and creative team. But yeah, so I strongly encourage you guys to join. This is a picture right here of the internship that I did thanks to AMA. Like I said, the top over here is how TLC's website looked, and the bottom is how we were able to make it more modern and user-friendly. And honestly, it was such a cool experience because I even got to network with people I never thought I would get to meet. So this is a picture of me and Dana Jones, one of the judges from Shark Tank. The CEO personally invited me to meet him since he was like talking about like how he came up into the industry, and it was an amazing experience. So at the end of this meeting, I strongly encourage you guys to come talk to me or anybody else from my team. If you have questions about agency, we'll also give you the contact information for VP of agency as well. Thank you.
We have Priscilla here, who is our directive of our creator team. She's going to touch on that a little bit.
Alrighty, hello everybody. So for those of you who attended our last introductory meeting back in the fall, I started our meeting off, and you guys, for those who are new, you'll know what I'm about to talk about in just a minute. So how many of you like doing photos? How many of you like taking photos? Raise your hands, right? Okay, how many of you like taking videos? Raise your hands. All right, cool, we got a good crowd. How many of you, out of all the photos and videos that you took, how many of those can you use on your portfolio to showcase to employers? Raise your hands. Do you have any that you can? We got a couple people. That's not a lot. Well, this is where the creative team comes in with AMA. So the creative team, we are responsible for all of AMAUT's creative assets. That is videos, photos, graphic designs. We are the team that markets the marketing club. We are one of the most crucial teams within this organization. And what's nice is that you get lots of various hands-on experiences by joining this team, and real-world experiences as well. So as part of the team, especially if you want to specialize in video, and we do specialize in cross-training in all areas as well, you can go on location video shoots where we will videotape promotional videos for future guest speakers, one of which we did was the CMO of Raymond James, Mr. Mike White, so we did a promo video for him at the Raymond James office in St. Pete. Very, very, very fun. And we also, like I mentioned earlier, we do cross-training. So even if you don't have the skills, or you have like a little bit of skills, but you want to improve them, that's what we're here for. You can join any of our teams, and we will cross-train you in video, photo, graphic design. So when you graduate AMAUT, right? Well, not AMAUT, but when you graduate the University of Tampa, right? When you graduate, you can take what you've worked on in AMA, and you can showcase to employers. You can say, hey, I made this graphic for AMA. I can showcase my graphic design abilities. Hey, I filmed and edited this video for AMA, right? And you can show that to employers. Oh, cool, PowerPoint size gone. But anyway, so I don't even need it, right? Because I love it, I actually love it so much, I don't need it, right? So not only will you get cross-trained, but by being a part of this team, you get hands-on experiences that we do even weekly. So for those of you who came earlier, you actually walked in to our creative team workshop where I will lead certain subjects of our workshop about photo, video design, where you get that hands-on knowledge, where not only do you learn the creative skills, but you learn the technical skills that can take you post-graduation. Not only that, you also are able to network. So as part of our events, while we do encourage to do work, we also encourage to have fun, where you also have the ability to network with future employers that can lead to potential opportunities in the workforce of doing something in the creative field. So what's nice about joining this team is not only do you get hands-on learning, where you get cross-trained in various subject matters, but you also get real-world technical knowledge that you can take with you post-graduation, and you get to network as well. And we also cover various events as well. Topgolf, we did Topgolf as well. So it's not only is it very technical, but you get out off campus and just really get out there, take photos, take videos, and really honestly have fun. But you're part of one of the most crucial teams here, where you will not only be working on various projects, you will also be learning industry software such as Adobe while working on these projects. So it's very hands-on. And especially if you like, getting out there, very untraditional, it's really a great team to be a part of.
All right, I'd like to welcome our VP of Finance, Mr. Sam, to the stage. Yeah, give him a clap. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Sam Horvath, and I am the VP of Finance for AMA. So a little bit about me. I started out as the SME for finance about, I believe, I think it was my first semester actually. So it's been a little bit, but over time I ended up working with the old VP of finance whose name is Braden, and he's still on our team. He just was very busy and had a lot to do, so he stepped back. But I worked a lot with him and ended up becoming the VP of Finance. Point being is there's a lot of opportunities to grow in AMA too, because I started out at having a very small position, and it turned out to be much bigger than what I ever thought it could be, and I made connections that will last a very long time. So a little bit of what we do is we manage all of the finances for AMAs. So for example, if there were to be any kind of event that we would hold that required us to purchase even food or table covers or whatever it was, we would handle all the expenses to put on events, and we do budgeting for things like that. We also handle membership payments. So when you pay your $65 towards membership payments for AMA, we handle that and we put that on our books. So one of the, I'd say, real world experiences that you get to work with being on the finance team is you get to see how Quickens is used. I know a lot of companies and businesses out there use Quickens for their own books, and that's what we use to book all of our membership payments and keep track of our expenses. So that's, I believe, one of the pretty cool things that you can do on the finance team. And then on top of that, this past, it was last semester, we finally established a fundraising team. This was something that the USF, American Marketing Association, had. We have not had one yet, and we thought it'd be a great idea to establish fundraising just to give us more money to work with other than just having to work with membership payments. So in my opinion, I think fundraising is a very different part of finance because it involves you reaching out to real businesses and real companies to either try and sponsor us. You're reaching out to other places to see where we can hold fundraising events to raise money. So you're getting a lot of communication skills and things like that in there. And then on top of that as well, we run our department like our real department would run. We have weekly meetings, we follow up with each other, and we delegate responsibilities to each other. It's very, in my opinion, I think I run it kind of like we all just work together to achieve a common goal. So I think that's a great thing because each week I might give you a different responsibility to have. So it's just you're not doing the same thing over and over again. But that's just a little overview of the finance department. And we are looking for some people to help with the fundraising team. So if you want to reach out to me, feel free.
All right, we're going to have the research team, Mr. Jasper, come up to the stage. Come on.
All right, can you guys hear? Yeah, I don't need them. All right. How's it going, guys? I'm Jasper Brenner. I am an SME for the research team. Our VP, Tessa, could not be here. It's her birthday, so if you know her, wish her happy birthday. So I'm going to be talking to you. You're stuck with me. Basically, we are the newest team of AMA. We have 5 people right now. Would love to get more people on it, but I think we are a very important team. I believe that research is the backbone to any decision-making process in any business, and as Callie mentioned, we function as a business in AMA. So I think it's a great team if you want to be data analyst, if you want to go into market research, any sort of research. Great experience. We're going to teach you how to learn professional research tools and techniques. We work with HubSpot a lot. We work with Qualtrics doing surveys. We're also going to work with agency live clients this semester to study the industry, consumer preferences, and competitors. And our big project right now is we're building out a skills database, which no other AMA chapter is doing. I think it's really cool. Basically, everyone who's a member, not just the leader team, we're putting them all into a database and potentially sending that off to employers in the Tampa Bay area for them to hand select people from AMA. They can reach out to you, you can reach out to them, and really just grow that opportunity for our members to get value in the form of work experience and internships when you're in school and after you graduate. So really excited about that, and we would love some more people to help out with that. It's a great team. We're really tight-knit, and talk to me after if you are interested. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I honestly don't know if I actually introduced myself before, but I'm Megan. I'm the Vice President of Programming. And so programming, we handle all of the behind the scenes of the creation of our events. So if you come to a workshop or a keynote speaker, we're the team that reaches out and finds those speakers and brings them in and handles all the logistics behind the room scheduling, having media services there, and sort of the run of show for every event. So that's really cool, and we cross-collaborate with all the other teams as well to really push those communications out there, promote the events, and ultimately have membership sign-ups. And we also take your feedback into consideration. That's why we always hand out those surveys, and that's why it's super important, because we're the team that makes sure that we execute on what you want. So if you want more workshops, or if you want a certain type of speaker involved, let us know, because we're gonna be able to implement that into this semester and the whole rest of the creation, not the creation of AMA, I'm sorry, into future years of the American Marketing Association. And I work with a team of students as well, so we're definitely looking for some more people to join our team. And on our team, again, we handle a lot of those logistics, so we could always use some extra hands. So if you have any more questions about that specifically, feel free to come up to me after this meeting. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Eliza Wachtel, and I'm the Vice President of Membership. And a big part of the membership team is all about focusing on you, our members, and including in that is our membership acquisition, which is making sure that we can help the onboarding process of our new members, help them join the leadership team, and overall just make the process for them seamless and answer any questions or provide any information that you may need. And in addition to that, we also, for our current members, it's all about the retention of the members that we have, keeping them engaged, making sure that they stay interested in AMA, take their feedback on events for the future and kind of what they want to see in the next semester or within that semester. In addition to that, we also manage our membership portal, which includes the Eventbrite for the check-in of our events, our org chart, which is where we organize our whole leadership team, how we keep up with the many changes, as our leadership team is like 40 people, so it's a constant change, and we must, make sure that we stay on top of it. In addition to that, we also have a human resources team that we just started last semester. We have Cassidy, who is our director, and so that will help with the onboarding process for all of our new leadership members. Some of you may have already begun that process and spoken with her, and some of you may, if you're interested, speak with her in the future and schedule an appointment with her. In addition, we also have the skills database, which the research team has recently developed, and we're working with the research team to essentially move this along, contact companies, because this database is essentially where our students will have firsthand access, because they're an AMA member, to use the skills that they have to get internship and job opportunities when they graduate. So we're super excited about that, and that's going to be a great new addition this semester as we move forward and start to really implement it. The membership team is looking for some new SMEs, so if you're interested in joining, please come up and speak to me after, and that's it. Thank you.
All right, so I know our amazing leaders, myself and Professor Beamer, have all kind of touched on this already, but really want to emphasize the soft skills aspect. You don't sit in class and learn leadership skills. You don't learn how to manage a team of 40 sitting in Marketing 300. It just doesn't happen. AMA really provides you that opportunity to grow as a person. And like I said, put yourself out there, and you'll be able to learn so much about yourself and how to work with others. All the VPs that just talked here have very different styles of leadership. However, we all have to meet and collaborate, so it's a really awesome way to just be a better leader, be a better person. So we teach communication, leadership, strategy, adaptability, creativity, and of course, emotional intelligence. So just wanted to emphasize that one more time.
Megan, would you like to talk about our Marketing and Sales Week?
All right, so now to dive into what we're actually offering for this semester. I mentioned before a couple of the big companies that we're inviting, but this is our first ever Marketing and Sales Week that will take place from February 5th to the 9th. And the purpose of this is to really get everybody together and come every day if you want to, or just a couple days if you can, to enjoy each other, play some fun games, and network together so we can really get to know you before we kick off our semester. So the first day of Marketing Week, we are actually just going to have a table outside of sites. We're going to have some games, a spin wheel there, and we're also partnering with the Sales Institute as well, so you get to meet students who are part of that organization and their leadership team as well. And on Tuesday, we'll be having an interactive game, which will be focused on professional development, so that'll be really fun. And that's actually right here from 6 to 7 p.m., so I hope you all can make it, as I see you're not in class, so it'll be really fun. And then on Wednesday, we're having UT alumni come in. So we're having 4 people that are in all different industries, mainly focused on sales and marketing. And they will be discussing where they went from graduation and the path that they took to be in the profession that they are right now. And that Thursday, we're going to be having a movie night. It's called Syrup, which is a marketing and sales movie combined. So not only will it be relaxing and fun, but it'll also be geared towards professional development, and we will be having snacks there. And the last day, we'll be having a fundraising day, so if you want to come pie the leadership team with either whipped cream or shaving cream, or if any one of you that are now going to be new members of AMA want to be pied yourself, you can definitely bring your friends along. We can get you guys involved. So that's just a little bit about Marketing Week. So we'll have some more information about that and how to sign up going out in our emails, which when you sign up, you'll be automatically getting those. And also on our Instagram, if you go on the link tree, you'll be able to see where to access those signups as well.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for. So we've mentioned our link tree a lot. Here it is. That QR code pretty much contains everything you need to know about AMA UT. You can find it in our Instagram bio if you ever lose access to it, but keep this in your back pockets. It's going to have options to join AMA UT. There is a leadership team interest form as well if you're interested in being on our leadership team. There is a Spartan agency interest form as well. We have our own website, if you didn't know that. We have a website team. So really, the world is your oyster here at AMA UT. Oh yeah, I mentioned before, but this, if you join on AMA UT, that does give you access to AMA Tampa Bay and AMA national events. For example, in April, a lot of us are going to be going to New Orleans to compete at the International Collegiate Conference, which AMA puts on every year, and that's just the perk of being an AMA UT and AMA national member. So why join AMA UT tonight? I mean, I think we probably convinced you enough at this point, but I mentioned those 3 memberships. It is $65 per year though, so it lasts spring and fall semester whenever you decide to sign up, which equates to about $125 a week, so to put it in that perspective, it's really affordable and well worth your money and time. You get access to C-suite speakers and trending business and marketing topics. Like we mentioned, we had Mike White from Raymond James come out. We had Jeff Finnick, who is the CEO of the Lightning, so that was an amazing event as well. We do workshops like LinkedIn profiles, resume building. We do all of that as well. We mentioned networking with internships and job providers. You gain 2 to 3 years of work experience in our agency or on the leadership team, which is very valuable. You'll see when you're graduating from UT, a lot of jobs in marketing, they ask for 2 to 3 years of experience, and you're sitting there like, I just got a bachelor's degree. Like, how could I get work experience? This is how you get work experience, guys. Join us, we're pretty fun, so I recommend it if I was you. And then finally, just make friends and be part of one of the most successful organizations at UT. We've been here a long time, and there's a reason for it. That's why so many of you are here today. You're interested in marketing, you have a passion for it, you want to meet new people. No better place than AMA UT. All right, leadership team. I know we keep pushing that, but that is really the best way if you want to become a great professional. I recommend, it's the same QR code as before, but I want to touch on our open positions. So on our communications team, led by Trisha, you want to wave Trisha, everybody, hello, yes. So we do have SMEs of creative assets open. So that's going to be the people recording our meeting right now, why I have so many mics on me. Professional photography, anything like that, that's our creative assets team, and we'd love for you to join. To little, or if you have experience at all, that would be awesome. And we are looking for a Sales Institute liaison. We do work closely with the sales team, so if you want to be part of both sales organization and AMA-UT, that's a great opportunity to join as well. On programming, we are looking for an SME partnership, so under Megan, who has talked a lot today, if you want to wave again, yes. Membership with Eliza. Eliza, where you at? Yeah, back there. Hey, girl. We have SMEs of human resources available, so if you want to onboard people, kind of learn what it's like to be on the other side of an interview, that's your team. We do have the research team as well with Jasper and Tessa's team, so if you really want to work on like a one-of-a-kind project, I recommend that very strongly. And finally, our Spartan agency, we did talk about it, but I wanted to clarify, you can still be an AMA-UT and also be a part of our Spartan agency. They are technically they meet separately, however you can be in both. So our Spartan agency meets every Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 in ICB 200, and I'll get you in contact if you are interested. But basically, like they said, it is a real live marketing agency. So if you want to work with clients and work in more of that setting, we do have positions open for SMEs of email, research, and website. So I strongly encourage you guys to check that out. Yeah, and finally, all of our VPs are going to come up here, so come on up, guys. And if you have any questions about our teams at all, please come talk to us. We'd love to answer your questions. And I really want to thank you all for being here today. Give yourselves a round of applause. We've been clapping a lot. Yeah. All right.